Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule today to attend the webinar. Hope everybody is doing well. So please note that the webinar will be recorded, and that a reminder, all of our recorded webinars are available on the Standard Imaging website. So you can view that later. You do also have the option to turn on the caption. So if you wish to do so, you can follow the instructions displayed on the screen. All right. So again, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Umar Baharom, and I am the Senior Engineer and Product Manager at Standard Imaging. Today, I'll be talking about using the Lucy MR Phantom to precisely perform multiple MET SRS QA using multiple dosimeters like ion chamber and film, while also being able to fully image the Phantom with MRI. So at Standard Imaging, we believe that every patient deserves the best possible care during the treatment process. That's why we offer comprehensive QA solutions that monitor image quality and treatment system performance to ensure machine uptime, optimal patient safety, and higher patient throughput. Stereotactic radiosurgery, or SRS, involves high dose and hypofractionated treatment delivery to tightly constrained treatment volumes with sharp dose fall-off at the critical structures. The advent of MR-guided treatment platforms prevents unique challenges for performing initial commissioning of new systems and routine end-to-end QA. The Lucy MR Phantom is the first SRS QA Phantom to provide a fully anthropomorphic and high-definition imaging capability for IGRT QA with MR, CT, KV, and MV modalities. And the anthropomorphic features include brain, vertebrae, sinus cavities, cortical and trabecular bone structures, the larynx, trachea, and oral cavities. Lucy MR Phantom was designed to be the most comprehensive and intuitive SRS Phantom in the market. So CT and CBCT imaging, of course, is still the gold standard. Additionally, the Lucy MR Phantom is also completely visible in MR without having to deal with inconvenience and messy water fill-up. You can create plans for up to 5 targets with the standard inserts that are provided, and we can measure the dose with ion chamber and film. If you really want to further test your system, there is a 3D film stack cube available as an option, which gives you the ability to plan for up to 14 targets at once. As we know, precision and accuracy is very important for SRS. So each Phantom is machined to be within plus minus 0.2 millimeter in tolerance, and this provides almost a one-to-one fit for all of its components. As far as the Phantom construction, Phantom consists of 2 main sections and is split coronally. There is the anterior and posterior. These sections are keyed with dowel pins, and the anterior section can be lifted and separated from the posterior section to access the anterior insert pocket, posterior insert pocket, and coronal film pocket. The interior section can be lifted using the finger grooves located in the superior and inferior area here. The Phantom is also machined to have a flat posterior surface for easy setup on the tabletop. This means that it's stable by itself and it doesn't require a head cushion or additional cradle. And also the Lucy MR has a flat inferior surface, which can be used for repeatable setup on any standard indexing bar. So this image is the CT of the Phantom. It shows the sinus cavity, oral cavity, your tubercular cortical bone, your C-spine, and the spinal cord. So lifting the anterior section will reveal the anterior and posterior pockets along with the coronal film pocket. The anterior pocket measures 6 by 6 by 6 cm, and the posterior pocket is a little bit smaller at 4 by 4 by 4. And the coronal film pocket hosts a coronal film that bisects the C-spine and spinal cord. So this is an ideal test for contouring, to test your contouring accuracy and organ at risk avoidance QA with film. As you know, MRI provides excellent tissue differentiation used to segment your tumor versus healthy tissues. The images above were taken from the V-Ray Meridian MR-Linac with the 0.35 Tesla magnet. You can see here how well the phantom resolves in both MR and CT, and on the right are the fused images. From these images, you can see there's also two spherical targets in the anterior and posterior pockets within the brain, where those measurements can be taken with film for multiple MET SRS cases. This is another set of MR images acquired on the Elekta Unity, which has a 1.5T magnet, and on the right are the MRCT fused images. The Lucy MR can be set up in many ways to ensure consistent and repeatable setup. For example, to mimic a patient treatment, you can form a thermoplastic mask on the phantom. There's also laser alignment marks machined onto the surface, which are coincident to the center target in the brain. They also provide elastic nylon straps so you can secure the two halves of the phantom to be used when moving or storing the phantom. Additionally, the surface of the phantom has a matte finish, so the phantom can be imaged and used with the surface-guided systems like AlignRT or CRAD Catalyst, either with an open maskless system or maskless. The Lucy MR can be used to test the ability of the SGRT tracking as the couch is rotated and as the gantry moves around the phantom during the course of a normal treatment delivery. So this is particularly common for complex SRS treatment delivery. So coupling with small field detectors and film measurements, the Lucy MR allows the user to link the performance of your SGRT system to the treatment machine, as well as evaluate any potential problem areas. The Lucy MR comes with a comprehensive set of inserts. Each Lucy MR comes with a customer-specified ion chamber insert, which is inserted from the neck and extends into the cranial vault. The anterior 3D film target insert has a 25 millimeter acrylic sphere target with two orthogonal films. And the posterior 3D film insert has a 16 millimeter acrylic target with the orthogonal film set. And all of these films can be accurately positioned within the inserts using dowel pins. All of them have a one-way fit, and we also mark the numbers, as you can see there, on the film and the mating surface of the inserts. We also provide a central and offset Winston-Lutz insert, which has two 6.3 millimeter targets for simple multiple MET as Winston-Lutz tests. This can be used. This insert can be used by itself outside of the brain cavity because we do have the engraved laser lines on the surface. The target material is made from alumina ceramic, which offers very good contrast in 6MV without any artifact in KV imaging. So for Winston-Lutz analysis, we do have the PIPS Pro software. The PIPS Pro software for stereotactic module can automate your routine Winston-Lutz testing to the highest degree of accuracy in all three dimensions. And it also provides data needed to correct the targeting of your machines. As far as film, as an option, 5 sets of custom cut GAF chromic films can be purchased with the Phantom. All our films are precisely laser cut to fit their corresponding dowel pins, so they are ready to be used right out of the box. We also provide 10 calibration strips with each film set, so you can create your calibration curve, which is necessary for each batch of film. So overall, this will get you started. And of course, if you require additional films, you can contact us for that. The LUCI-MR has a single ion chamber cavity drilled from the neck. The active volume of the ion chamber is set near the posterior of the skull, and the ion chamber adapter sleeve can be drilled for any ion chamber. We do recommend a small volume chambers though. So one of the detector pairing that we will recommend is the W2 scintillator. The W2 scintillator is water equivalent, so it does not perturb any small field dose distributions when it's placed in the beam path. So you can measure small fields with higher accuracy. The W2 scintillator is available in a 1x1 millimeter detector when your resolution is the primary need. And we also have a 1x3 millimeter detector when the highest signal strength is required. Standard imaging also offers micropoint ion chambers like the reference class XRAD in A26 and the MR compatible version, the A26MR. The optional 3D film stack insert has 9 film planes. They are spaced 5 millimeter apart. So this allows you to do precise multiple met SRS QA, especially for small volume targets. The plates are held together with clips, so no tools are required. And each film is cut to have a unique hole pattern, which will only fit one way in the insert. Note that these holes and pins are very useful to be set as fiducials when doing the alignment for film analysis. So modern radiation therapy, especially stereotactic radiosurgery, can be very complex, and quality assurance at every stage of the process is critical. Starting from patient setup, acquiring the scan with CT and MR imaging, creating a single target or multiple met treatment plan, localizing with your onboard KV, CBCT, and SGRT, and finally verifying the precision of the beam delivery. With the LUCI-MR, you'll be able to perform and complete end-to-end SRS QA, simulating a real patient. And the LUCI-MR also comes with a range of inserts and multiple targets to give you the versatility to perform robust multiple met SRS QA and be confident in starting a new SRS program at your institution. So that's my presentation for the webinar today. Thank you for staying until the end. If you have any questions, please take a moment. So I think we have a question here. How do you analyze the film stack? So I would recommend using any of the film software available. Obviously, you can extract the specific slice corresponding to the film that you want to analyze. But yeah, using any film software available online, I think there's several available online. Also, there's also one available from Ashton, which is Film QA Pro. You can use that software as well. Okay, I think if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to the email here, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. So thank you so much again for joining the webinar. Have a good day. Take care.